Rockin' Royal, rockin' Navy, know y'all with me, let's get it, baby.
Welcome back to another
Rockin'
episode
Royal,
of the Rock and
rockin'
Royal
Navy,
podcast,
know
talking
you
all
with me,
things BYU
let's get it,
sports.
baby.
In a busy week, it's been as
For
we
real,
transition from spring
going
football
crazy.
through the end of basketball
Closet
season
ain't got
into
no
the spring
problems,
sports
you better
season.
call him
And I
Jay-Z.
wanted to catch
Been
up
defensive
with a
coordination
former
since the
BYU
1980s.
spring all star, I like to call him. He doesn't like that term very much, but that's just because he's too humble. Don't get it twisted. Former BYU Rugby All American Cole Semu. He's now with the Utah Warriors, just up the road, starting his professional career. And this weekend, some pretty cool news I think is happening that BYU fans are going to be pretty interested in. Cole's on the travel roster right now, actually. He's headed to LA as the Warriors get ready to take on this Saturday night RFC Los Angeles at Annenberg Stadium on the USC campus, an area that he knows pretty well, um, playing collegiately and in college rugby, and now obviously in his first season in the MLR. Cole, thanks so much for joining me for a couple of minutes, man. I really do appreciate it. And just how are you feeling as I say those words and you realize like you may be on the cusp of a little bit of a milestone, a professional debut potentially coming up for you.
Man, yeah, thank you for that kind welcome, bro. No, I'm excited, man. It's like, of course you have the goal of playing professionally, when you make the jump from college to the pro leagues, but now that it's like within my reach, it's like becoming a bit more real, and yeah, I'm excited and just hoping, trusting in my preparation, and yeah, just trying to do my job out there. Not try to do too much.
So you're on the 23-man travel roster, headed to LA. And I've got to ask because sometimes, when a rookie comes into the league and they're kind of transition, wondering when they're gonna finally sort of take those steps up, making the travel roster, potentially making a debut, first cap. I know the post game first cap ceremony is pretty serious in rugby. Did Coach Cooper or any of the other coaches kind of give you any like extra surprises, or was it just like, hey, pack your bag, you're getting on the plane this weekend?
Yeah, it was more like the second one, eh? Um, I was out last night with my family, and then I checked my phone and I have a missed call from Brendan, Coach Amira, and yeah, called him back about an hour later, and he just asked if I had plans this weekend, and invited me to, yeah, ask me how I'd feel about getting my pro debut. And I was like, yeah, bro, I'm keen. I'll drop whatever, man.
That's right. One minute you're at Olive Garden, and the next minute you realize you're about to get paid to be a professional rugby player. No, I'm just kidding. You are getting paid. You have been a professional for the last couple of weeks. You're your rookie season, your rookie campaign right now with the Warriors. Just kind of walk me through the last couple of weeks. How's it been? How are you adapting? You've got a couple of former BYU guys on this team as well in Utah, and obviously it was just right up the road from your college career where you were an All American for the Cougs. Just how have the last couple weeks, couple months been as you dip your toes into pro life, your first pro season?
Yeah, man, it's been a dream come true. Just to get paid to play rugby and work out and spend time with my teammates. Um, the first preseason was a bit of a shock. I've never worked that hard like every single day. Um, I was wondering if my body could hold up, but um, I guess that's just how they do it. Like before the season, they just try to kill you and then let your body adapt. Um, but yeah, since then, man, like it's been a dream having all these guys that are so skilled and so knowledgeable around me. Um, like I seriously, I learn new things every day, and that's just what I was chasing, man. Coming to the Utah Warriors, that's what I was hoping for, and yeah, it's been everything and more.
For sure, for sure. Well, give me let me give you a chance to give a little shout out. Who on this team has kind of helped you along, sort of maybe taking you under your wing a little bit? You got a couple of other vets that are also sort of followed a similar pathway as you, even through BYU and now into the Warriors, guys like Paulo Sike and the like. But Who are some guys that you've kind of looked up to and that have sort of tugged you along, I guess, the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, in the off season doing the pro ID stuff, it was Joel Hodgson. Yeah, he was generous enough to spend time with me kicking and doing skills after a lot of our weight room sessions. And then lately, it's been a lot of Paul Lasike after trainings and D'Angelo Lewila. Yeah, I go to him with heaps of my questions, and
Sure.
yeah, he's been really helpful in my skill development and just teaching me the game. But yeah, everyone on the team is really generous with their knowledge, man. Like, there's no gatekeeping around here. I think if they see that you're working hard, man, they're willing to share anything that they have. Eh?
Yeah, for sure. Well, no gatekeeping around these parts, and that's why I think you're ready. From talking to Coops and the rest of the coaching staff, they're pretty confident that you're ready to handle the pace, the speed, the increased physicality, everything else of Major League Rugby. Um, Not officially official yet, but you're on the
Yeah,
23-man roster to LA, so probably a pretty good chance that it's coming fairly soon. We'll say that fairly soon. We won't say a day, but maybe one of these days, pretty soon. And there's an even better chance, maybe Cole, because you guys are about to embark on what's being billed as maybe the toughest 7 or 8 weeks in MLR history, certainly in the Warriors' history in MLR. You're calling it Storm Week or the Storm Weeks. The storm is brewing, right?
yeah,
7 games in 35 days, 3 games in the next 8. At half, more than half of them, I believe, are on the road. You're going to be crisscrossing the country some here and there. Just what kind of how have you guys, I guess, been getting ready through your bye week this past week and now heading into this just brutal stretch to try to make the most out of it? How are you guys kind of getting ready for that?
um, we haven't been doing anything new, really. I think this whole first half of the season and preseason, the preparation has been just getting um, all 40 or so of us ready rather than just 23 or something, making sure that anyone on the team is ready to go when their name is called. Um, we know that it'll be tough on the bodies to play those 3 games in 8 days or whatever it is. Um, but yeah, we have uh, guys on the team that are ready to step up when they need it, and then just trusting the processes um, and everything that coaches have set up to help us succeed, and trusting in our strength and conditioning coach that he'll help us recover and get whatever preparation we need to attack the next half of the season.
For sure, for sure. Well, that's Cole Semu, former BYU All-American rugby standout, getting ready for his pro debut. It's coming. It's coming. Sometime during the storm week, it's going to happen, Cole. I got a pretty good feeling about that. Making the 23-man roster as you head to LA. And last question, I'll get you out of here on this. Give me a little bit of a preview. What's kind of the number one thing that jumps out about LA, about this trip, or about maybe just the start of the stretch that you guys are really focused on?
Um, just building on what we've already got going. Um, I think we started the season really well. A few games didn't go our way, but just cleaning up those areas where we might have fallen off, and building on that momentum and just keeping our man. We have such like a balanced and lethal attack, eh? So I think just staying on top, trying to compete to win at all times and pressure the defense, the offense, yeah, just throughout the whole game, whole 80 minutes, man.
For sure. Well, that's Cole Semu on the 23-man travel roster for the Utah Warriors. So this weekend, as they head to RFC Los Angeles, Saturday night, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. You guys can catch that locally on KJazz or ESPN Plus as well, streaming there, just like every game in MLR right now, right? And I got a feeling you may see him Saturday night. You'll definitely be seeing more of Cole right here. Appreciate you, Cole, for taking the time to join me to sit with me for a quick minute. As you get out of here, how can fans? I know most of them probably know, but how can fans kind of keep up to date on your journey and your move? Are you on Twitter, Instagram, one of those, something like that? Shout out your
Yeah,
handle for me.
Instagram, Cole.Semu. That's where most of my stuff is. Hey, catch me there.
Cole Semu, and he also sometimes just reposts a whole bunch of stories from his wife too, who is also a fantastic follow. I can confirm. Cole, thanks so much for joining me, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Pac-12 mad, but we still on top, bro. Jaren Harder, Cody X, that's a cool connect. Yeah, my team is kinda old, but it's cool we vets. I'm hitting too hard, ow, I hurt my neck. Hey, Leak, you good, bro? I'm about to hit up Brad. Man, them Utah State Aggies, man, they just some pets. Catch us out in Vegas, you could place your bet. Coach G up on our side, so we never pressed.